Hey folks, welcome back. We're on turn 117 here as the Maori, and we're in an interesting position, I guess. If you watched the last episode, you'll know that I was at war with several people, kind of all at the same time. We had the blue player down here who I took over their city, so they're not really around anymore. They have a couple guys still wandering around, but they'll be done soon. Still at war with the Sumerians here, who declared war on me immediately after declaring war on blue. And then the yellow player up here, they had tried to enforce a demand on me via an international crisis, and now I find myself at war with them because they want me to convert to Hinduism, which of course is just not going to do. I have the best religion in the game by a pretty wide margin. In fact, I'm the only one that even has a tier 3 tenet, so couldn't have that. Problem, of course, is now I am at war with them, and I don't really want that, but we'll find a way to resolve it. We are the Maori, we have some bonuses, and we're currently working towards some tax that will help us do that. So we have gunpowder warfare here, which will get us saltpeter as well as the arquebusiers. And then I think I'm going to go into naval artillery, because they do have a navy around here. Naval artillery, I do need the saltpeter to get to begin with, but for the, what are they called? The ships here, the Karak and the Man of War. So I want to get this first, the gunpowder warfare, so that I can get the saltpeter online for that, and then I can actually break through their navy with an advantage because they do have cogs. They're only in the medieval right now, I believe. They'll go up eventually, but I'm still far ahead of them in tech. Now, at the end of the last episode, I did kind of go through some of my cities and just make some adjustments to how my workers were distributed. Normally I would record it, but I had already made the changes, so some minor differences from where we left off. But I'm going to go through and take a little inventory of my cities here, because I noticed I still have neglected to build a lot of infrastructure that I need in my cities. So specifically stuff like this, right? Like I don't have the alchemist workshop here. And I'm going to use up some of my gold to start getting some of these things, because I am starting to feel the pinch on science a little bit. And particularly in here, I'll want some of these, since I'm kind of focusing on these research quarters. Going to go ahead and buy that one. And let's actually move this research quarter kind of to the back of the line. Let's go on expert policy. We're going to go production, science, money, and then food. And then over in Mikane, the high furnace would be great. We'll put that in queue right after the greatsword. And we're not really doing anything with researchers here. We have a decent population, but I think I can hold off on building some stuff. Tourney fields would be a nice addition here. This is kind of becoming an area where I'm building a lot of units, but my production is kind of a little on the low side at the moment. Thinking we'll add a maker's quarter in here. Okay, so let's go down to Anakena, however this is pronounced. I'm actually not sure which culture I took this from, to be honest. Let's see, don't have the high furnace. What have I been building in here? I have the same number. Oh no, I have more market quarters. I was going to say I have the same number, but I have most of the money infrastructure, and the taxation office is basically not giving me anything. Tourney fields could be worthwhile. It would also increase the number of access to horses I get, which I will need for some infrastructure later. And plus 22 science based on population's not bad. And I do think this paw here is probably worth having, though I might put it here. That way I can still exploit production from this tile. And in fact, that is my highest production tile. I can put one on at the moment. See, other cities up here. Relatively recent city for me. In some respects, it would make sense to put a paw down in this territory. Maybe like right here, because that's kind of on my front line with yellow, so it'll allow me to spawn units there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and bring that to the front of the queue. Let's just buy that. I'll start building my units just right on that spot. Let's see. Build some others. I don't think I need to. How much stability am I getting from my trade at the moment? A fair bit, but I have 127% surplus. So the main thing with the paw is that it'll probably suffice for most of my stability for the rest of the game, if I'm able to build enough of them. See, I'm building a hamlet up there. I'm just going to go ahead and buy that. Because that is a pretty significant amount of outputs from that. Let's move these onto their slightly more efficient outputs in the city, which is industry and science. And, you know, this city's actually doing a little bit better on industry than I realized. At 530, I think it might be the highest or second highest in my empire at the moment. But yeah, so only very slightly below my capital. But my capital doesn't have very good industry areas to continue to build this stuff. So I'm thinking about maybe expanding my industry here. So I'll want the high furnace. Unfortunately, the animal barn's just not very good. And then maybe another maker's quarter in here. And this city's occupied at the moment. Alright, so now time for some warfare. The city's under siege. Let's bring in some reinforcements, and then we're going to do a sortie. So, yeah, halberdiers in the front is fine. And let's put our crossbows like right in that position. Bring some of these... actually, let's put the halberdiers up here. These guys can use the walls since they're lower combat strength, and then the knights outside the walls. Maybe something like that. Okay, so they're just gonna clump up over here. That's fine. I'm gonna go like this, since these knights would have a disadvantage against the pikes. I don't see there they are. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that attack. They'll probably attack me with these pikemen, but they can survive one attack. Not worried about that. Ah, that's where they were hiding. Okay, so they're not even going to attack me with those. Let's go up here. These guys are in a fortified position. I'll give them a shot. And these guys have yep, they have the sapper, so they'll do some extra damage since they're sitting in one of those garrisons there. And there we go. Easy battle. Now let's start moving these guys. We're going to go like this. Combine these armies. There we are. And up here, there's this random emissary running around that I don't want. Put those guys in there for now, and I'm actually going to spawn this guy down here. And then hopefully they can go chase after that emissary. Not sure where these guys came from. Gonna have to deal with that. And humanitarian aid. Yeah, I have a non-aggression pact with you guys already. I'm fine with that for now. That non-aggression pact was enforced on me a while ago. And... okay, you can be on... no, actually, I take that back. You can't be on auto-explore because you keep trying to wander to your death. So why don't you come back over here? Let's move him up here for now. And this guy... okay, he's almost here. It's been like 17 turns, but I can almost put an outpost in this random place in the middle of the sea. Alright. Oh, I have a Karak. Okay, first free one. I also got a Diplo Star. Nice. Okay, so we're going to... yeah, it's going to be a long way around. Let's have him come up this way. Okay. So I have some brown units wandering around my territory here. Give them a little chase. And we're going to go for a decapitation strike here. This is hopefully the last city that I'll need to take to tank the rest of their war support. And actually, very nice. Should be an easy fight here. Let's see. Where's my last one? From here. I think the only place they can attack through is this one tile just in case, we'll move these guys up. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. I should win here, since those reinforcements are... Oh no, unless they changed that. Okay, interesting. I didn't realize they had changed that. It used to be that if all the units that were actually on the battlefield were dead, the combat would end in favor of, you know, whoever had destroyed all those units. But it seems they have changed that marginally now, which is probably for the best. Because it could lead to some pretty annoying situations sometimes. Keep moving these guys up here. Can I get him? Yes, I can. Go for manual battle, because the AI like to do silly things. I know I would like instantly win that, basically, in almost every circumstance, but I just never trust auto-resolve. It just always ends up screwing you in some way. Alright. Just gonna have you come sit over here for now. And yeah, so their war support will tank. I'm one turn away from finishing gunpowder warfare. Just gonna buy that high furnace. Actually make use of my money here. I've been so used to being starved for money all game that I haven't been really buying stuff out now that I'm accumulating it in reasonable fashion. There we go. Alright. So, really I'm only interested in taking this city, but otherwise I'd prefer to vassalize them if I have enough. Let's see. Yeah, so let's take that, and then we can force them to become vassals. There we go. So I've basically taken everything of value from them at this point. And then they'll contribute a little bit towards my international sway as vassals, as well as providing me some of their outputs. So over here in this city that we have newly acquired, let's take a look at our options. Only 195 industry. Let's go on expert. Let's do... I'm going to attach this territory here, since this includes quite a few districts, as well as the Temple of Artemis. I'm going to attach that one, maybe? No, that has hostile army. Oh, wow, I don't even have flood irrigation. Let's get that. Let's get the artisan workshop. What would be, what's the hamlet look like here? 34 and 9 there. Or I can get 39 food. Weird places for research quarters. I'd end up replacing them, maybe? Okay, I'm good with the paw here. Let's add the charcoal kiln here. Let's just buy both of those. I really want to get this industry up to a reasonable level right off the bat. And what are some other places for that down there? What would a hamlet look like? 26 and 16. Hamlet looks like a much better deal in that spot to me. Okay. And let's... I'm gonna keep going after these guys since they're... Oh no, wait, they're my vassal now. I don't need to go after them. That would be really silly of me. Okay. So now I can concentrate on yellow. Let's get some of these guys together. See, they have a lot of units just kind of hanging around up here. So okay. I can finally get my saltpeter. Get that first. Where else do I have saltpeter? Over here. Have a mine down here. You can just influence purchase. Seems like that's probably it. Get this spot down. Take a while to create. Looks like those guys are just going to come and instantly pillage my my stuff. Yeah, these AI always end up in the most random positions. Why are they even there? It just makes no sense. Okay, let's put you back on Auto Explorer. Put you back on Auto Explorer. And end the turn. And going into this next turn here, we'll take a look at where I am in terms of era score. And I seem to be getting a turn pending bug. At least a very slow one. Okay, we're good. Okay. Some poach trade. Let's see. Going to renounce those. I'm not targeting black anytime in the near future. Though they are catching up quite a bit on fame. They're doing pretty well for themselves. These people are jealous of me. Let's see. And the Mughals here. Let's see. Could renounce those. What's my Diplo stars look like? 847 for the next one. It's wild. I'm honestly not even sure how I would get that. That seems absurdly high. What's this? Another Karak. Get those together. Okay, so I got a couple freebie ships. Let's see. Furnace, maybe. The industry would be nice. Let's go on expert. So I have slightly better science output per person than gold here, so I'll focus on the science for now. Yeah, let's go for a little bit extra of industry here. I think this, nah, that one will be fine. Okay. Alright, so let's continue gathering my forces up here, but they're all still land-based forces for now. And we will start upgrading some of these units here soon. I generally prefer to wait until I have musketeers and just skip over the arquebuses when that is an option. So naval artillery. Then I think we're going to go for supply lines. It'll make my units more effective at movement and increase my city cap, so won't be taking quite as big of a penalty on my influence. Do these guys really not upgrade into anything? Bizarre. Alright. New civic fundamental values. Can go for the industry garrison cost reduction. Not my favorite, moving this way towards order. Order does give extra stability on garrisons, but I don't need it. But I have almost exclusively... Yeah, I haven't built any commons quarters. I'm just going to go for that just because it's going to reduce the cost of my pause here. And honestly, that will probably have me set on stability for the rest of the game. So we'll go ahead and get a few of those out. Wow, 97 science on that. That's really nice. Not great options for industry here. Should consider attaching down here, or maybe this one. Remove that, actually. I think I'm going to attach here. And that'll provide me, I think, some better options for industry, or at least like a small industry area. Not worried about -5 food. Let's see. 19 and 20 there. That's going to eat up potential industry. I'm going to plop one up there. All right. Okay. Now I can start building the navy that I want. Probably not at that position. Five turns for a man of war. Very expensive. Let's finish that market quarter. Let's do something like this. There's part of me that wants to do this first. I can just buy that. Let's do that. Just keep increasing my industry here. Add that in the queue. Really gonna focus on industry and Mikane, I think, is what makes the most sense for me at the current moment. What's this? Envoy. Should take care of these roving people down here. I do need to... I've been forgetting to do this. Placate. Just keep reducing their war support. Hoping I can honestly deal with this problem entirely with placate without having to sacrifice a huge navy and a bunch of units to deal with this enormous mess in the ocean, because that's a lot of ships I don't really want to fight. And then I can actually focus on, you know, more meaningful wars. Like, I think the pink player here is actually a more meaningful target for me than yellow. Yellow doesn't have a lot in the way of luxury resources. In fact, their territory is quite limited in that respect. And the pink player here has quite a few more. So looking at that, I actually think I'm going to make these demands. I'm not going to win an international crisis vote. Everyone's going to vote against me. Oh, they declared war on me. Okay. Interesting. A very interesting decision on their part. Where are these units actually being produced? I can't seem to... because that's a harbor there. I can't seem to select... Oh, is that my only harbor? That's probably why. Alright. See what happens with pink, but should be able to deal with them just fine. Okay, we have the Swiss. Let's keep placating the yellow here. Fortunately, I can't really... I can't attack him from the land, which I find annoying. Looks like I'm going to need another place producing some of these. Grab the barracks really quick, just to reduce unit industry cost. Grab the tourney field. Did I build the tourney fields in Mikane? I did not. We should really have built that first. So we'll build that because these guys can come around as reinforcements for my navy. So that'll give them a little bit more time before I start cranking out my units, because I want to use them all together anyway. Let's get these guys together up here. There's really nothing I can do about this harbor at the moment. Man, they have so many units. What is this? How are they supporting all that? They only have 3 cities. Like, look at their population. That's insanity. Just, whatever. I hate that they got plus 20. What? Okay. Alright. This is why you should not get war support for killing envoys. Look at this. They killed one envoy, and they get 37 war support? Or 47 war support. They're losing 10 from placate. And that's insanity. That is pure insanity. Like, none of those traits should apply to killing envoys. The thing with envoys is that they're meant to be in other territory, right? So when someone declares war, there's pretty much nothing you can do from them hunting them down. And frankly, managing envoys is such a shitty, tedious task. I hate envoys. I hate them. But they're the only way to actually effectively... Okay, I managed to sneak those in. But as I was saying, envoys are the only way to effectively get the stuff that you need. It's escaping me now. The leverage. So you have no choice but to build them. See, that's wild. That's so insane. Okay. Enough of that. Let's keep going. I'm going to go for Flintlock for Musketeers. I'd like to just skip the Arquebus upgrade. Where did these random marauding people go? I have no idea where they are. Should also really build the Taj Mahal soon. Let's see. A little extra industry in there wouldn't be bad. Neither would extra food and stability. But I should really build Taj. Question is, where do I want to build it? Nikanei might not be a bad option. Yeah, that's a lot of outputs I can get right there. So I suppose I'm actually... Is that a paw that's coming in there? This one exploits everything, so let's put the Taj Mahal there. I'm gonna buy those Charney fields so they just keep on going to those units. Could try to get some extra experience on units there, but I don't think that's really worth it at the moment. I'm not too worried about unit experience as much as I am the efficiency of creating those units. Did I just see a battle pop up? I did not. Let's see. Close to an aesthete star. Not quite as good as I was hoping on those. Close on my scientist stars. Would really like to get another merchant star, though I don't know how likely that is. I do seem a little low. I thought I had another incense somewhere that would let me... No, doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, that's annoying. I don't know why these guys are over here to begin with. It makes absolutely no sense. Okay, let's play Kate again. Okay. Celebrating, prosperous, or fanatical. Extra money is the obvious option here. Any crises I can vote in? Yes, but I don't really care what the outcome of that is. Hey, got these guys attacking me. What are they attacking me with? They have high ground there? Looks like it. It's to play like that. Let's do that. Going to do that. Not quite kill them. Thought I would definitely get them there. I might lose that pikeman if they concentrate their units appropriately. Yeah. Oh no, he's still alive. Okay, got lucky there. These guys up here. These guys over here. Guys are just going to hang around until I can go claim that again, because there was just random units hanging there, ready to pillage me instantly. And down here. Yeah. 20 and 20. Both good investments, and then we can go for Taj Mahal, I think. Okay, tourney fields coming, and then I think I'll start building a couple more units here. Let's get the Carax. 32 science on that. I'm going to buy that Alchemist Workshop. I want to speed up my science a little bit. It is a little bit on the slow side for my liking at the moment. Okay, blue player's finally dead. Oh, they're finally going for an attack on me. Before I bring those in, what's these upgrade to? Still be great swords. Very bad attack on their part. Okay. Put these guys kind of up on high ground. Not going to worry too much about the exact deployment here. Pretty much only the crossbows are going to really be relevant in this combat. We're coming up on 32 minutes here. I'm going to try to resolve this combat before the end of the episode, so this might end up being a slightly longer one. Oh, they have firearms already. That seems a little quick. Maybe they got one of the events. So basically the name of the game here is to just cover the entire coast with my units. Okay, Flintlock's next turn, so once I have that unlocked, I'll upgrade those guys to muskets, and they'll equalize this pretty well. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? This seems like a good place to stop this episode, because I'm already at 33 minutes or so, and this one's going to take a while, just based on the sheer number of units, and I only have 5 crossbows in my force here, so it's going to take a while to finish this conflict up. So what I'm going to do is go for another placate, and I'm going to save the game here, and we'll pick it up in the next one. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.